Oh, good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. My name is Krista Wiley. I am your one-star double platinum, two-time ITAN card holder. Geez Louise, I don't know, been in the business 4 years. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you all so much for coming to Mastering the Invite. Mwahaha, I got my, as Tim says, my Princess Leia buns on just so that we can master the Jedi, right? I'm gonna teach you all the ways. Um, so, what are we going to do today? Off camera, before we started recording, I did make everyone declare their goals. I wanted their goals to remain unrecorded and to themselves, I suppose you could say. But let's just say that everyone has a fantastic, wonderful, healthy goal of 9 agents this month. That's a good average. And then Jennifer's like, but you guys, absolutely, I think that if you're brand new to team building, never have ever done anything, you definitely have no problem hitting executive this month. I think bronze is definitely something, depending on how much time you're spending, bronze, silver is doable. Obviously, building a gold in a month is damn near impossible. Not saying that it's not possible, but there's definitely next level type of thing. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about where to post, how to post, and how to invite people to a meeting. So it's kind of a two-parter, right? So first you need to know where to post. You need to understand engagement. You need to understand that. But the second half of it is like, okay, I got somebody interested, but now what? Right? It's kind of like, okay, I got all dolled up and I'm ready to go hit the town, but I don't know what place to go to find the guy I want to go on a date with or the girl I want to pursue, right? Like, right. So we're gonna doll you up and then we're gonna send you out into the world to do it yourself. Now, you guys, question. How many of you guys have a morning routine? Put in the chat box. Yes, yes, yes. How many of you have a morning routine? Meaning, I don't know, you get up, you walk the dogs, get up and brush your teeth, get up, make coffee, maybe do all three. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so part of your morning routine, before I talk about that, how many of you guys have a nighttime routine? Brush your teeth, floss your teeth, I don't know, change clothes, walk the dog, turn off all the lights. Yes, we all have at least a morning and evening routine, right? So in your morning and evening routine, you guys are going to add one more thing to your routine. That's going to be posting in groups. That's going to be posting about the opportunity. That's going to be engaging in those things. Now, as you become more accustomed to posting and engaging, you'll find that you'll do more engagement throughout the day. And you're going to make sure to do your postings at least twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. But if you put your posting into a slot where you're regimented to do other things, brush your teeth, walk the dog, have coffee, make your meal, whatever the case may be, now you're going to add that next one, which is post about the opportunity, right? So makes sense, you guys. And I find that keeps you more consistent. It's going to keep you consistent if you lock it into a place where you're already doing a certain couple things, because then you can go through and you're like, okay, there's something I forgot, right? Like I brushed my teeth, I had my coffee, I took the dogs out, I made the kids breakfast. There's something I'm missing, right? And that's going to be posting about the opportunity. Now, Facebook is an absolutely huge place for you guys to post about the opportunity. However, it is not the only place, right? So understand that you need to utilize multiple platforms. And you guys, at no time during this recording will I be talking about job boards. I'm not going to talk on job boards. One of the things, especially for you guys that are new at team building, right? You guys need to build a consistency. And before you can do anything else, you need to build that consistency of where to post, how to invite to a meeting, right? Is that like LinkedIn? Yep. So LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Snapchat, Alignable, Craigslist. Am I missing any? Am I missing anybody? I just gave you 9. That literally was just 9 places. that cost you nothing or very little. Hiring, there's a 10th one, right? That one's free too. So there's 10 places that you guys can easily be promoting the opportunity, getting the opportunity out there, right? So now what do we post? Now, there's a couple of different things that you guys can do to post about the opportunity. Is everyone, move some things around on my screen. Is everyone on the Travel Knowledge website? Put a yes in the chat box, or actually put a no. If you're not, I guess that would be easier. Is there anybody that's not? Okay, cool. I always ask the question I want to ask, but then I end up getting an answer that doesn't really help me. Right? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Travel Knowledge website. We're going to go over there because I want you guys to understand where you guys can find these resources, even when your platinums aren't around, right? That's a big thing, is understanding how to utilize the tools that you have at your hand in the event that mommy and daddy aren't around to help you, right? So we're going to go over to, first of all, we all know where live trainings are. We're going to go over here to more, where it says team building. There's the prospects meeting calendar, beginner and intermediate. We're going to head over to beginner. Now, obviously, this is stuff that we've already gone over in intro to team building. So you guys should already be fairly aware of the different levels and whatnot, right? There's a couple different videos here on structure, team building, how to eliminate, the good old video from Mr. 5-star himself, Charles Lee, right? Let's see. But down here, there is a section on, there's a document here for team building. Take it open. This is going to be your structure, right? This is going to be like your structure, how to structure your team, which you guys are definitely not. For those of you guys that are still in the beginning stages of it, it's something that you could look at, but it's definitely not something that you need to so much focus on until you really got the understanding of team building down. Now, here is how to post on Facebook. It's copy and paste, you guys. It's really super simple. Let me see if I can blow this up for you on my screen. So there are all kinds of different places that you guys can join. There's different things that you can do. Get on there and join groups, right? Work from home groups, right? Classified groups, looking for work, looking for side hustles, looking for business opportunities, looking for whatever the case may be, right? Once you've joined and been accepted by some of these groups, make it a habit to post daily to these groups. Again, right? Get my coffee. I don't know, maybe while the coffee's brewing, you're posting. If you guys have things saved in your notebook or your clipboard or Wordboard or Wordspace or whatever cute, fun app you have on your phone, right? It makes it even easier, especially if you've already created a couple of different things in Canva or on whatever fun flyer making thing that you're making, right? You have the flyers in your gallery on your phone. You have what you're going to post already saved in your phone. You could literally be brewing the coffee and posting in groups, right? So I'm posting while waiting in my kids pick. There you go. I'm posting while waiting in my kids pickup line. So you post and you need to engage. You guys, engage is something that people, I think that's the piece that people are forgetting, right? Understand that admins to Facebook groups, they can see what you're posting and what you're contributing. So if all you're doing is just coming in, dropping it down and never going back, right? Maybe even comment in your own post once it's been posted, right? You're not just dipping into their group, posting and bouncing, right? Engage somewhat. Oops, can't do it that way. Now, here's some ideas of examples for ads that you guys can post. We're looking for people to book travel for home, full or part-time. We will train you, tons of industry perks. Who likes to book and plan vacations? We're looking for people to book travel from home. I try and comment under other people's posts just saying good job. Yeah, anything, right? Engagement. Who can book resorts, hotels, theme parks from home? We'll train you, major travel benefits, so on and so forth, right? So there are some examples. if we scroll down here, oh, come on, computer, why are you not scrolling? There we go. Okay. Make my screen a little bit smaller. There we go. Now, you guys can also make your own infographics on Canva. That's where I prefer to make mine. You guys can make your own. You guys can copy the ones we have. We really, truly try to make it as easy as possible for you. But it is fun to make your own, to make yours stand out, kind of give your own little spin on it. So there are some infographics here. All right, travel agents wanted, commission training provided, personal travel discounts. Become a travel agent today. Message me for details. Would you love to book travel? Amazing travel perks. Help people own their own travel agencies, travel agent opportunity. Become an independent travel agent, get paid to book hotels, cruises, activities, work 100% remotely, right? Those are just some examples, but you guys easily could go create your own, right? Here is the document. Now you guys all have access to this. Okay, so this is going to be once it's posted, and don't worry, we're going to get there. We're going to get to posting and whatnot, but I just want to show you everything that's here on the website, right? How to invite people to the webinar. Don't send them a video, right? Now on Facebook, this is a little bit different. You can make people your friends, you can follow, you can engage in conversations, you can invite them, schedule them, follow up with the meeting ID, all of that. Mostly through Facebook or DM. Same thing a little bit, right? I'm not an Instagrammer, but I at least know that there is messaging capabilities through Instagram. So there are these different things here that you guys can, how to engage, how to make your Facebook friend. But what I want to do is I want to talk to you guys about people texting you, right? When people get your ad and they text you. So for instance, Disney, right? Maybe the prompts that you have in your ad is for them to text the word Disney to your phone number, right? Now, most people, when they first start inviting people to a presentation, they are hand scheduling. Now, you guys, I believe, me personally believe, there's a lot more personal attention when you are hand scheduling. It's not as automated. It's not so robotic, even if you have these scripts saved in your phone. Now, there is nothing wrong with Calendly. I personally use Calendly. I love it, but there is a charge with Calendly, and maybe that's not something, now it's not super expensive. It's like $16 a month. I think you get an even bigger discount if you pay for the year. But I always tell people, it's kind of like my feeling on, I think every kid should learn to drive a stick shift, right? Even if they're not going to drive a stick shift, I think they need to learn one in case of an emergency. And in case of an emergency and they have to be able to drive a stick shift, I want my kids to know how to, right? So I think that's super, super important for you guys to know how to hand schedule in the event for some reason Calendly goes down, or I don't know, whatever the case may be, right? So this is what you're going to do. Somebody text messages Disney. Dylan, it's on sale right now. Awesome. See, I haven't even looked, right? So Disney. So somebody text messages you Disney, and this is the reply back. Thanks for inquiring regarding the travel agent opportunity. We currently, now, this is going to be, I do tell people, try to be, I try to match things up with what I've got advertised out there, right? So if it says, if out there I'm putting, I don't know, travel coordinator, right? If I'm using the title travel coordinator, I try to use travel coordinator. I try to be mindful to those things because I feel like sometimes people are a little skeptic, and so they're going to find things, right? Does that make sense, you guys? So I try to be very, everything kind of the same. So thanks for inquiring regarding the travel agent opportunity. We currently scheduling for an online meeting today at 9 p.m. EST, where we go over our host agency pay structure, what you can book, industry perks, etc. Does that work for you? Yes, sounds great. Perfect. Let me put you down. What is your name? My name is Sarah Rogers. Also, are you familiar with Zoom? Jessica Westfall. And yes, great. I have you down. I will follow up in a couple of hours to give you the Zoom meeting link and code. Thank you. Do you guys see that posture that is in this message? It doesn't say, thanks for inquiring regarding the agent opportunity. We're currently scheduling for online meetings. When are you available? Right? It doesn't say, when are you available? It says, this is what I've got. Are you available? Does that work for you? Where is this message? This is on the Travel Knowledge website under more and then beginner. Okay, so you're telling them, right? It's so super important for you guys to maintain the posture with your prospects. Remember that they need you. You don't need them, right? You guys, I don't know why, but I always love to use analogies when it comes to relationships, when it comes to team building, right? Nobody wants a stage 5 clinger of a boyfriend, right? Or a girlfriend, right? Nobody, like, you don't want to be super desperate because it's like a horse, right? They can smell or they can sense that fear and whatnot, right? You just tell them, like, this is what happens. Remember that. So the other thing is, when you apply for a job, right? Let's say another job in another place. Do they ask you when you would like to come in for an interview? Yes or no? Put in the chat box. Do they ask you when you'd like to come in for an interview? Nah, they tell you, right? They tell you your interview is Wednesday at 2 p.m. And guess what? You show up Wednesday at 2 p.m. or you kiss the opportunity goodbye. Am I right? Or they may give you the option of 2, right? But they don't ask you, oh, hey, when would you like to come in? Nope. I got things to do. That's different, Jennifer. We're going to get into that. That's following up. No, what I'm talking about is keeping your posture to schedule them. So, for instance, when and that's something that Sarah goes into in closing, but I don't know when her closing is going to be, so I'll kind of hit a little bit on it. But you schedule them, right? Let's say you go all the way through this, you get to the meeting, they're not in the Zoom meeting. What do we say? I know there's some more senior people in here, right? What do we say? If they don't show, if you go to log into the Zoom and they're not there, knock, knock, knock. Where are you at? You and I have a scheduled meeting. Where are you at? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm on my way. I'm this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Like, right? So you're holding them accountable. It's holding that posture. You're not messaging them like, hey, I see you're not in the meeting. Would you like to reschedule? I hope everything's okay. Like, nobody's going to say that, right? Hey, we have a scheduled meeting. Where are you? Now, I'm not saying that you don't let them reschedule, but you have to you got to keep that posture with them, right? So when you're hand scheduling, again, this is it. You're putting this in there, you're posting, okay, great, I have you scheduled. Put you down with your name, blah, 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 blah. Are you familiar with Zoom? Yes, great. Okay, I'm going to send you the information 1 hour prior, right? Then you're going to go into the rest of the document where you message them 1 hour prior. You confirm their attendance. If they're like, yes, I'll be in attendance, then you give them the Zoom information. Again, this is all stuff that can be found here in this document that is there, right? Invite them to the webinar. There's a couple different variations of scripts here, how to schedule them, follow up with the meeting ID. This is not the Zoom information, so don't steal it from here. Make sure you, so all of this, attend the webinar with them, follow up after the webinar, all the scripts, right? All the scripts are here, from inviting them to a meeting to closing them after the presentation, is all here on this document. Let's see. Astrid, When focusing on team building, do you recommend only focusing on that, or have you done team building and sales? I love selling, but I want to do team building. I'm indecisive. So Astrid, funny conversation. And I don't really ever bring this up unless people ask. So you asked, so I'm going to tell you. I was working on my platinum, and Charles Lee calls up my mentor, who's not Sarah, calls up my mentor and says, hey, what's her deal? Right? She really wants platinum, but she's just not getting it. Right? She's just not getting it. What's her deal? Is she focused on too many other things? Right? Is she focused too much? And not that there's anything wrong with focusing on travel, not that there's anything wrong with focusing on your kids or your family or your life or anything else, but where's the distraction coming from? Right? And so I had to decide what I wanted the most. And for me, I was so close to platinum that there was nothing going to get in my way from hitting that. And those goals started very small for me, right? It was, well, I want to be silver. I actually became silver to help my mentor hit gold. That was the whole reason. I wasn't really going to team build. And then I got bit by the bug, but that's why I became silver, was to help my mentor go gold. She's like, hey, I'm working on gold. Any interest in team building? I'm like, meh. She's like, well, I'm trying to work on this goal. Would you, whatever. And I was like, sure, let's get it. Right. So I worked my way to silver. And then I was like, okay, I'm at silver. Maybe I'll work on double silver. Right now, maybe I'll work on gold. Right. But when I got to the place where I was like, dang, I'm so close to platinum, I could not fathom a world where I got so close and never made it. I was like, that's not a possibility. And so I was actually just having a conversation about this with a couple of other agents, that when I was going for platinum, or any goal for that matter, I literally ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner sitting at my desk. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Now, again, I'm not telling anybody else how to run their life or do their thing, but for me, I had goals and nothing was getting in the way of my goals. So I literally breakfast, lunch, dinner, morning to night was sitting at my desk grinding to get it. Right now, I will tell you that I hit my IATAN and my platinum. No, my IATAN and I hit my IATAN, I believe, before my platinum. Actually, no, I know I hit my IATAN before my platinum. I don't know how much farther, but I was really working on travel because I had two goals. I wanted to be IATAN and I wanted to be platinum. And I wanted those both in like the first year or two. Well, I wanted IATAN in the first year, platinum in the first 2 years. And so Astrid, when it comes to that, you just need to decide what is most important. Now, for me, I'm like, okay, I'm going to team build, right? Because team building is going to get me 2 extra streams of income. Right? So I'm gonna, I'm booking travels one stream, residual is another stream, 10% is another stream, right? So I was gonna go work on those 2 streams of income. I knew how to book travel, and then, kind of, but again, it's really up to you and what your goals are. How do you respond when they want to see a company website before the meeting? Janet, you ever read that book, When You Give a Mouse a Cookie? Don't answer people's questions, because they're just going to want to ask more questions. So act like the scheduler. I'm scheduling you for this meeting. Everything will be gone over in the meet. You know what I mean? Like, I love it. Nikki used to tell us, I would schedule somebody for a meeting, and if they asked me a question, I would literally not read their message for 2 or 3 hours. And when I finally messaged back, I'd say, hey, I'm so sorry. I was super busy with a couple of clients. Everything will really be laid out and explained to you, and a lot of explanation in the meeting. Psychologically, what did that just tell my client or tell my prospect? Right? What did that tell the prospect? Busy, booking. I gotta hop on to get all the info. Like, I'm so busy that it took me 3 hours to get back to you. First, that you're busy with clients, right? Because they're like, oh, okay, they're booking clients, right? Hey, get to the meeting. Everything's going to be gone over there. So, and I was like, oh man, I really like that. So, Janet, when somebody is, when somebody, asks questions, I don't answer them. I have downright just ignored people. And I think that's a hard thing for people to get used to in the beginning, is you want to be so helpful. You want to answer all of their questions that you just want to vomit words, right? But you guys understand that there is a psychology process behind the presentation. They need to get there and they need to hear all of the pieces to make a decision, right? They need to hear about the background of Archer Travel. They need to understand the background of evolution. They need to understand all of the perks. They need to understand all of the things that they're going to be getting, all the resources, all of the support. They need to see all of that and understand all of that before we tell them that it's $89.99 a month, right? Because we have built up so much value that it makes sense. Right? If you were just to put out there to everybody under the sun, it's $89.99. Very first thing people would say is, I'm not paying anything. I'm not paying for that. It's what, fill in the blank, all of the excuses we've ever heard ever. Right? And so you just want to get into a meeting. I'm not getting, what website? What, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, just, this is what you're going to do. You're either going to show up to the meeting or you're not. And I'm not going to show up to the meeting. Next, I don't need you. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Right? Okay, guys. So there's that. Yeah, again, it's huge about posture. It's huge about like, all right, cool. My my husband, he always says, like, take it away from him. It's a sales tactic, right? Take it away from him. Oh, you know what? Like, especially like as you go through these closings, and Sarah will go through closing and pull, but it's, take it away from them. Maybe it's not right for you. Actually, come to find out, it's not right. It's not, the second you take some, oh, well, right? Oh, man, people used to hate it when they used to get fired on that show. Do you remember that show? I can't even do that, like, hand gesture, right? Okay, so these are things that you guys can post. This is the script to post it. So now we're going to go dive into posting, where to post. How many of you guys have already done your post today? How many of you guys have done your post today? My power just flickered. The travel side, yes, I have. Yes, I have. Perfect. Okay, so let's go. Oh, Pinterest, guys. I forgot Pinterest earlier. I'm sitting here thinking, like, there's another one that I missed. Pinterest, not yet, but I did get 2 people message this morning. Fantastic. All right. Oh, go away, menu. All of you things go away. All right, let's go to Facebook. All right, let's see. We are going to go to groups. Maybe we're going to go to groups. So Jennifer, there's no right or wrong, right? I don't use my personal Facebook page very much for anything. Now, there's other people that use their personal Facebook all the time. So it's really up to you. There's pros and cons to everything. So it's whatever's best for you. Now, when I do post about the opportunity on my my personal page, it looks a little different than what I would post in groups. So when I post on my personal page, it's more motivational, it's more inspiring, and things like that. It's more inspiring, it's more emotional, it's more personal, like about my life and how this business has helped. That's kind of what I post on my personal page. Now, what we're doing is we're going to go into groups, and you're going to join groups from your personal page, not your business page. More groups will let people join than groups, or than business pages. What is everyone sell? Man, Christmas just ended and now we're at Valentine's Day. My goodness. Okay, so looking at this page, right? Let's find what kind of groups can we join, right? What kind of groups can we join? Part-time job, work from home, network marketing, MLM, business opportunity, classifieds, work from home, so on and so forth, right? So let's go look for um 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 all right. So these are just some classifieds, right? So I chose the classified one: Colorado classifieds, Bucks County classified, Bay Area job classifieds, Columbus, Ohio, Central Florida, Tri-City, so on and so forth. You guys can see all of these different jobs that pop, or all of these different groups that popped up. Legit Jobs, Inland Empire. Now, when I join groups, I always try to join groups that have higher numbers of people. So work from home, help wanted classifieds, um, county jobs, Brevard County job classifieds, rentals classified. So you guys can join any of these, right? Any of them, Phoenix, Arizona jobs, and help actually wanted pages, 100% jobs and job resources. When you guys join, also make sure that you're answering the questions. Read the rules. What part of the valley are you seeking? Offering employment. Failure to answer will result in denial, right? So those are different, answer those questions. I also want to give you guys a resource tool for those of you guys that don't have it. I'm also a big proponent of giving credit where credit is due. But to be honest, I've seen this sheet from so many different people that I don't give credit where credit is due, because I've stolen it. From a lot of, I've seen a lot of people use it. So I don't know who was the original creator of it, but I'm going to give you guys this sheet. Now, you guys are going to have to make a copy of it, because it's just as a viewer, and I want you guys to create your own. Now, this is something that you guys can use for your person, or for your travel side, as well as team building. So let me go ahead and share this with you guys. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to put the group name. You're going to put the last, the date you last posted. What is the link to the group? Now, this is super helpful, because then you guys don't actually have to go into Facebook to find a group to post in. You guys can just simply click on the link. What did you post? Did it post? Number of followers, rules of the group. Now, I never suggest people delete groups off of this. I would just, if maybe your ad isn't going live or something like that, then I would just put like a red, like put red through it. Okay, so now what's kind of cool about Google Sheets is that you guys can also do sheets at the bottom and the why? You guys can create multiple sheets at the bottom. So you guys could do one for your travel and you could do one for team building. So that way you don't get the groups mixed up. So you guys could add an additional sheet down here, call it team building, call it travel. Okay. So that's Facebook, right? Just joining those ads and then or joining those groups and then posting in them. So I'm going to go to a group that I actually have because I don't want to have to wait to be approved in order to show you guys how to post, right? So let's go. Let me go to my groups. Listen, I am all about Teresa. I'm all about trying to find the things that make things easier for everyone, right? Let's find job now hiring. All right. So now I could go to see if I have one fairly recent. If not, I'll go steal one. I'm not above stealing. Just kidding. I'm not above using the ones that are on the site on our website, but I don't, let me see if I have one that I've created recently. Just to kind of show you guys. I've got a lot of flyers in here. See, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, so having it on my computer, I gotta find the uh, 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 I know I should probably make them bigger. It'd probably be easier to see. I'm sure somebody's sitting here commenting on how I'm squinting at tiny pictures, but you know. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Let's see, pictures. I said I squinted the big pictures too. Yeah, sometimes I do that too. Let's see. I know I have one around here. All right. Let's do it this way. Let's take um, all right. And then now we're gonna post something in here. Now going off of here, let's find my mini bar. Okay, so now it's what do we post with it, right? Because we're not going to just post an infographic. So now we got to figure out what it is that we want to post. What do we want to put in there? We are looking for people to book travel from home, full or part-time. We will train you. Tons of industry perks. Text travel too. Sounds good to me, right? So, or let's just write what's on the flyer. Would you, I can't type, you love to book travel full full training. Gosh. Full training. Amazing travel perks. Gosh. I love the tags, but sometimes they're a pain in the butt. Work from, what's another word instead of amazing? I can't do amazing support and amazing travel perks. Give me another word for amazing. Work from anywhere. Great support. Oh, I like that. Outstanding. outstanding support. Full or part-time. Open to those, oops. The US, Mexico, or Australia. Open to those in the US, Mexico, Australia. Oops. Text travel to or all right, let's see. Would you love to book travel? Full training, amazing travel perks, work from anywhere, outstanding support, full or part-time, open to those in the US, Mexico, Australia. Text travel to 909-907 for more information. Let's do some bold and italics so people can ignore that, but we'll still put it there anyways. So now we're going to copy this, right? We're going to post. Okay, so that's how you're going to post it, right? Boom. Now, if it would have been much faster on, like I said, on my phone where I had it saved, but it's that easy too, right? Work from anywhere, outstanding support, full or part-time. Yeah, you can put work remotely. Absolutely. Easy, right? Now you guys go do it on another group. Do it in 5 different groups. So let's go. So I already copied it, work from home, queen business. Let's see, let's find another. Let's find, here's another one. So I have that. Then I'm going. Okay. All right. So then there we go. Would you love to book travel? Full training, amazing travel perks, work from anywhere, outstanding support, full or part-time, open to those in the US, Mexico, Australia. Text travel to, there's my phone number for more information, post. There's 2, right? Super, super easy. Now, that is just one of how many platforms that we discussed. Yeah, 1 second, okay. Go set it on the counter. How many other platforms did I mention earlier? 11. Are we counting down in the chat? Right, let's talk about them again. I might miss some, so you guys let me know. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Alignable, Pinterest, Twitter, Craigslist. That's a little bit different, right? One more, LinkedIn. That's at least 10. Hiree, I mean, there's all kinds of other free places that you guys can go find, but those are Hirie's more job boardy, right? Craigslist is a little bit more job board-esque, right? But Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Snapchat, Pinterest, Twitter, Craigslist, LinkedIn, Alignable, right? I have a video on my YouTube. I don't know if it's live. I don't know if it's public, but I do have a YouTube video of how to source resumes, right? Source resumes. Nextdoor. There you go. Sushil Nextdoor. Not go next door, but the website appy thingy Nextdoor. Right? Meetup. There's all kinds of them, right? There's so many different places, classifieds, all kinds of different things that you guys are able to get on and share the opportunity, talk about the opportunity. Now, like I said, on my own personal page, I hit my personal page a little bit different. I talk about what this business has done for me. I've talked about, and you guys understand that, and I talk about this quite a bit. Understand that team build or that talk or success. Success is defined differently by everyone. And your level of success and what this business means to you is going to morph into different things through your career of doing this, right? Meaning that right now this is what I define success at, right? But after this, what is success after that? And I have a great video, and I can't figure out how to get it off my phone, but I have a great video that someday I'm going to share with all of you guys from David McCovey. And he's talking about the difference between why and fuel. It's a live training that I have. I recorded it on my phone, and it's the difference between why and fuel, right? Your why is what gets you. It's, well, I want to pay my cell phone bill. Like, that's my why. I'm going to get up every single day and I'm going to work because I want to pay my cell phone bill. Okay, cool. Like, now you've made enough money and you've been able to pay your cell phone bill. Your fuel is what continues to work past, okay, I paid my cell phone bill. Right? That is what your fuel is, right? I posted something recently on my personal page, and it talks about, and I can't quote it correctly, but something to the effect of, like, I'm not working for money. I'm working to never have to want anything ever again. Right? I don't want to have to look at my bank account and I mean, obviously, if I wanted to go buy a jet plane or something, that's not what I'm talking about. But I don't want to have to think or go check my bank account and see if I can afford to buy my kids a new pair of shoes because they have holes in them. That's what I'm talking about. Like, that is success to me. As somebody who was a single mom for 12 and a half years, right? Like, I know what the struggle was like. I know what it looked like to ask for hand-me-downs. I know what it was like to go to a drive to get a backpack and school supplies for my son. I know what it was like to get in line at a food bank because I couldn't afford food. You guys, those are things that I will never, ever, ever experience again. I won't. Because my why has developed my fuel. So on the days that you don't want to, on the days that you are like, but it's not working. Kristen, nothing's working. Sarah, nothing's working. You still get up because, gosh darn it, I'm never, ever having to do those things again. Never. When I'm too lazy to make dinner, I want to be able to go order dinner. And that is a first world problem. Like, right? But guess what? That was never even a possibility. And so when you are looking at what you want from this, what your success is, what this business has done for you, it's those things. Yeah, I get to go on a $10,000 vacation, which is awesome and amazing. But more than that, I got to go Christmas shopping without looking to see what it did on my bank account. I get to pay all of my bills in the same month. And I'm sure some of you guys have know exactly what I'm talking about. I paid half my electric and half my gas, and next month I'll pay half of my gas and half of my electric. And eventually, when tax return time comes, I might be able to pay the whole electric bill. Right? Like it's the you gotta find something that pushes you through. You guys, I'll be here to tell you guys December was a funky ass month. It was funky, right? But guess what? January 1st, I was like, nope, no excuses. I'm not letting people have excuses. I'm not, and it's not, oh, I get that people like January 1st, they like create these resolutions and they create these things. And then they're like, come January 17th, they've let it fizzle. Now, you guys, I'm talking like December 17th of this year. I'm like, Christmas is coming, right? Right. You guys, it's so important. Find that drive, find that motivation, find that person that's going to help you be driven. Find that person that helps you be accountable. I literally got up my Gold's Tushkis last night. Hey, no, like Krista is not taking excuses anymore. Zero excuses. If you want it, go get it. You want to go get it. Like that's it. I can show you, I can lead you, Sarah can lead you to the trough. Not going to make you drink. You're going to be a horse dead on the ground who's thirsty with his head halfway in the trough. Like, right? Like you have to want it, but it's developing the fuel. Even on the days when my cramps are real bad and I'm hangry and I'm sick and I'm snotty and I don't know, I got the flu and the whatever, guess what? Even with the flu, you still got your phone and you can still post on social media because I guarantee you at some point you're scrolling your social media. At some point you scroll, even with the flu, you scroll on social media. We call it IPAs. And I'm not talking about alcohol. IPAs, income producing activity. You need to do at least one a day. 7 days a week, do one IPA a day. I don't care. Drink an IPA and do an IPA. I don't care. Don't give me an IPA. I can't do those. But I'm just saying, like, IPA with an IPA. I don't care. We're all adults here, right? IPA, income producing activity. Something that will create income, right? Okay, to share my experiences building my business, right? So yeah, like I said, that's what I use my personal for. I use my personal to inspire. I use my personal to uplift. I use my personal to show that emotional side of me, right? My business, I keep it a little more businessy. Now I will share some things every once in a while. I simply added in my Instagram, I'm a travel agent, and some actual reached out to me wondering if we had an opening before I could even post. Absolutely, right? You just never know. You never know where the next person. I always tell people when you look at somebody, they're one of two things, right? One of two things. They're either a potential client or a potential business partner. Every single person you run into, they're either a potential client or a potential business partner. Which one are they? Have the conversation and find out. All right, guys. Thank you. I love you. I'll get this post up for you guys. Make sure you guys share. Get out there. Use all 10 of them, 12 of them, whatever it is that all those different things. It's the same thing, right? Now, the platform's just a little bit different. You might have to post it a little bit different. Bye, guys.